You are now tuned to BS3 Network. BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV. You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Welcome to another episode of The Forecast. I am your host, King Doc. The gentleman who put the BS in BS3 is not in tonight. He has had other arrangements. You got the two cast plus one. We got a special guest here. Let me set this right. Put A-Trap back in his normal spot. We like a spades hand tonight. We two in the possibles. Yeah. Possible. You see the banner scrolling below. We are reviewing Mea Culpa, a Tyler Perry joint. We already got Rucker Park in the building. What's going on, Rucker Park? She goes, hello, Forecast. We appreciate you. And if you're tuning in, please understand we are live on Roku. Just search BS3 TV. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for us, please. We'd certainly appreciate it. Also, if you're in front of a laptop or your telephone, you can find us on the website, bs3network.com, and also the Roku TV channel, bs3tvlive.com as well. So again, we are reviewing Mea Culpa. Y'all done heard about it. Shit, it ain't nothing new. It's been getting roasted out there. So let's start with our guest on this one. Give us your initial thoughts on Mea Culpa, sir.
Man, that's 2 hours of my life I can't get back. I can't get it back. I wasted it watching it. What? It's 2 hours I can't get back. I'm stuck now.
A-Trap. My initial thought, this is the way this movie was created, the way this movie was sculpted is why a lot of people don't like Tyler Perry projects. It was kind of atypical. It just wasn't a good watch. The story was non-believable.
Okay.
It was slow. It was trying to pique your interest in certain areas, but it just didn't reach that. It's about how my lighting is tonight. I'm here, but it was kind of dark.
Well, I'm going to do what I normally do in initial thoughts, and that's give the plot. So the plot of Mea Culpa, just for you, those of you who have not seen it, that are tuning in, is a criminal defense attorney, played by Kelly Rowland, takes on the case of a seductive artist accused of murdering his girlfriend. But when burning desire takes hold, things get hot and dangerous. Now, the artist that is accused of murder is Trevante Rhodes. A-Trap, do you recognize Trevante Rhodes at all?
No, I didn't.
Did you recognize him, Jim?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay. You've seen him and stuff though. So Trevante Rhodes is played in. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me pull that back up. Because he looks somewhat familiar to me when I was watching it. But the problem is he usually doesn't have all his facial hair, and that's why he looks different. And he looks a little thicker than he typically is. Okay, so he's actually in Moonlight, in Bird Box, and he's the guy who played Mike Tyson in the Mike series.
I've only watched Bird Box.
Never seen it, dude.
You did you? You say you didn't watch Bird Box?
That's the only one I've seen.
You haven't seen Moonlight, man?
It's called the Moonlight. No, that's the movie that got Film of the Year a couple years ago, and
That's
they
the one.
tried to cheat it right now. I never seen Moonlight. You talking about what Mahershala Ali, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to do it. That's for me. That was Mahershala Ali's coming out party, as far as I was concerned. So yeah, you got to check that out. But yeah, so he was in it. Once you see pictures of him without his facial hair, you'll recognize who Trevante Rhodes is. He sounds like he got a name like he played in the NFL, don't it? Trevante Rhodes.
Yeah, he sounds like a DB.
Like a running back or something.
Yeah. The other guys in there, I can't remember this guy's name in the movie, Cal or something like that played Kelly Rowland's husband, Sean Sager, Nick Sager, which is the prosecutor who was going to be running for mayor or whatever. Now, Shannon Thornton, who played the prosecutor's wife, do you recognize her?
That's Mississippi.
There you go, baby. Do you recognize
Mississippi? What's that?
from P Valley?
That's P Valley, baby.
Yeah, from P
I
Valley.
like
It took me a minute. It took me a minute, but that's what she was. And then Ron Rico Lee, he's played in quite a few things.
That was with that bad fade.
Yeah, Survivor's Remorse is the one thing that you're going to know in more of the series. Survivor's Remorse, First Wives Club, Sister.
Yes,
so he's been more of a.
He have a better barber then.
Nope.
I said it looked like somebody told him to get a haircut and show up on set. I said that. But
so yeah, but that again, directed by Tyler Perry. Is initially released February 23rd, 2024, and by February 24th, the entire Black community has shitted on it. Now, I gotta tell you, so I got to tell you, y'all give me your opinion on this, because me and my fiance watched it together, and the whole time I was asking her, I said, "Is this as bad as people have making it out to be?" She goes, "Not to me." So what is it? A-Trap, you done review movies with me long enough to know I'm not a simp when it comes to reviewing movies. I'm not, you can't just, you follow what I'm saying? So what is it?
You have been over backward to like something. You make an effort. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you make the effort to enjoy the art.
Okay. Fair enough.
Maybe the verbiage might have been.
No, I gotta take that. Yeah, because you
make a true effort at enjoying what is presented to you.
Mm-hmm.
So this would, in my opinion, that drops this even lower if you're going, because you will go, "Well, what about them shoes old girl had on? It was a little better because of that." Or you will bring out the music, you'll bring out something.
Yeah,
and this is classic. See, this one, I'll go see Tyler Perry movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was, after watching a Jazz Man's Blues, I was about to jump on that Tyler Perry train, man.
Really?
I'm back off.
Okay. Jeff, do you have an affinity or lack thereof for Tyler Perry's stuff? In fact, hang on one second. Let me just go on and jump in to this particular question that I had. It's out of order, but let's just go ahead since we're there. What are your overall thoughts about Tyler Perry's body of work?
It's, for me, going back to the very first few plays, it's kind of like we're all predictable. Some of the storylines kind of follow each other. Like with this particular movie, only thing to me that was missing was the microphone in the middle of Kelly Rowland wig.
Wow.
Man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Some of the, and I really tried to be optimistic and open-minded when I watched it, but some of the stuff that I heard, I was like, okay, yeah, that was right. I think the sex scene was overhyped. I was like, what's wrong with Kelly Rowland hands? Why she look 50? But that's me. I'll just be checking stuff out. I'm seeing stuff. So I mean, it was kind of predictable, and it's like, okay, Tyler, even when he tries to flip it, at some point you'll catch on and be like, all right, typical Tyler. It don't matter from what angle he come, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah. Okay. A-Trap, anything else to add about Tyler Perry's body of work?
I think Tyler Perry's body of work is I think I think Tyler Perry's body of work is a good body of work. I think his skills have not evolved.
Okay.
His initial work is
Okay.
directed towards our community. It is very black centric, and he plays on our ability to play off of each other. Like we can sit here. This is my first time working with Jeff, but
Yeah.
I'm quite sure if he could throw a look or something, and I'll go, yeah, we'll connect, and he plays off that. But what I don't, in my opinion, Tyler has not elevated his ability to direct. He's not elevated his ability, his cinematic point of views. And I'm not even that dude, but I was watching this going, man, you better than this, Tyler, because I've seen your work better than this. And I think at some point TP is going to have to let go the reins and let Dog or let Jeff or let H-Rap direct some of his ideas, because the premise wasn't bad. It's just I don't think Tyler has updated his abilities.
Okay.
And because we love him so, no one has telling him, hey, Tyler, step it up, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when you talked about, you said I'd been over backwards to try to find the phrase that I use typically is redeeming qualities, right? That's what I'll throw out there whenever y'all are trashing something. I'm like, come on, it's got some redeeming qualities in it, don't it? I've always been like this, though. I'm easily entertained by cinema. I'm such a movie fan. It doesn't take a lot to entertain me. In other words, maybe my thought process and perspective is because I am going to invest 90 minutes or 2 hours or whatever, I'm going to try to make it worth my while to a certain extent, and I kept bouncing it off my fiance saying, this isn't as bad as they're maybe it's one of these situations, H-Rap. You know how when somebody says, oh, you gotta go see this best movie I've ever seen, and then you get to it and you're like, that didn't live up to what you were telling me.
Right.
So maybe that's what this was for me, is that folks was trashing it so bad, I expected to see worse, if that makes any sense. See, my bad meter might be off because people trash the hell out of it, and I'm like, okay, it's not. I mean, we've seen much worse. Now, there were scenes to where me and my fiance looked at each other and just started laughing, like when the physical scenes where Kelly Rowland was getting knocked over, how she fell and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, now, those are the things that I'm looking at, right? So later on, we're also going to get into some individual performances, and I want to see what y'all think about those. Let's go to the comment section and give a couple of shout outs. We got Wise in the building. What's going on? He goes, hello, gentlemen. I'm not sure who Facebook user is. You got to give StreamYard permission to promote.
That's Golden.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life. What's going on, Golden? She says, fellas. And then if this is her again, she says, crap. Then she says, toilet. And she goes, let me move to YouTube. Okay, there she goes. There she goes. She moves over to YouTube and says again, crap, trash. And then the yes, P Valley for the other chick. We got the intellect in the building, Mr. Eric Butler Sr. He goes, LOL, entire black community, huh? Entire black community. Pause, LOL. We got Biggie Chief in the building. He goes, oh, stop it. It was good. Okay, see, give me more, Biggie Chief. I need to hear what you're talking about.
What part was good?
Jeff.
Went off.
Yep, cold blood. LOL. Mike in the wig. Okay. And then Biggie Chief says, well, he is making millions and white people watch it too. Okay. Fine. Yeah. But, at some point, again, I ain't begrudging his millions. And I'm like you, at the end of the day, his bank account is fat, right? But we're still going to evaluate and critique your work, right? So, at some point you think, especially based on who Tyler Perry started out being, right? Because I would say that, the first couple of Medeas, first 2, 3, 4, I was in. I even went to a couple of plays live, here in Dallas at the Fair Park Music Hall and whatnot to see his stuff. So I was a fan. And again, because I'm a guy who tries to find redeeming qualities in things, I'd give him a chance. But, at this point, I'm not so sure if he's holding my attention, to say the least. Golden says, if you like it, Chef, great. Maybe she's talking to Chief. She's not talking to you, Chef Jeff. BS3 says, "Sup, fellas? What's up, man? I thought you had something to do. If you got something to do, get off here." Big Chief says, or Big Chief, yeah. What's up, Raider Kev? He goes, "What up, fam? What you think about it, Raider Kev? Have you watched it? Was Medea in this? Wow, no, she was not.
It should have been.
Might as well.
Because if you like the Chief, great. Facebook user gives I don't know what that's a wave, I suppose. Big Chief says you definitely have to see it for yourself. I would agree. Now you know Kelly don't want to fall. Right. Yep. And then Big Chief says it's all up to the person. Yep, that's what art is about. And at the end of the day,
That's my sister Arlene who said hello.
Oh, okay, cool. What's going on, Arlene? As you know, at the end of the day, that's what movies are, right? They are a form of artistic expression. Again, shout out again to BS3 Trey's in the building. We got Damian Johnson in the building of Marriage is Real. Boy, I sure wish we could get them back rolling again on that podcast. And hopefully we can get him and his better half, Jamie, on the Queen 3 and King again. And then we got Jermaine Durham in the building. What's up, Jermaine? We appreciate you for showing the love, my man. Let's see. We got the intellect says, I appreciate Tyler Perry because he provides space for new talent to work and launch their careers. Yeah, like a bad open mic night, but go ahead. So the work may not have the polish we like to see, but it's rarely completely bad. Okay, I'll give you that, intellect.
But see, that's the thing. It should have the polish at this point. See, if at this level, 1399 TP,
he's saying the individual actors don't have the polish, not the overall product.
But that's at this point, it should be there because I'm a firm believer in the director. Like, okay, I went into this going, well, the last thing I seen Kelly Rowland in, she impressed me with her acting chops. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get it. I'm like, even if I don't like the movie, Kelly gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. And Kelly was horrible in this. Yeah, the director's job is to get the novice up to acceptable level.
Yeah.
And after TP, after this much time dealing with TP, I'm like, bro, I've seen you in better than this. Diary of a Mad Black Woman was better than this.
Okay.
One of my favorite movies ever. This has moved into my top 10 movies ever. A Jazz Man's Blues. No kidding. This is one of my favorite movies ever, and it was better than this. So to see such poor execution, I'm like, I want really good.
Okay. Big Illinois says I'm jumping the gun, but one mic for me. He misspelled Chris, but that's okay.
That's his last name.
I know it, man. I messed up because he has to do something different. The acting is mediocre, but it's nice that he has the space, but he has to do better. And I think some of our community does give him a pass because of that. You know, they're like, you know, they're glad he has the space, but is it time that we demand that he does something better with the space? You know, because think about it, he's not really coming with no big time actors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that the case? You follow me? You know, not that there's an answer for it, but I'm like, that's an interesting concept, right? Why no big name actors? Are you trying to keep the budget down, or are you trying to keep creative control? And a big time actor may want more creative control. You follow me?
Mm-hmm. Maybe the actors don't like the script.
That
could be that. The actors could possibly just not like the script. And when we talk about his body of work.
Oh, damn.
You show an A-list actor that script and they don't want it. So now we got to go to
damn. Oh, damn.
we might need another set of writers. I mean, another set of people in the room to, you know, kind of say, hey, Tyler, something.
LaToya.
I'm just messing with you, Patrick. LaToya Carter says, oh, look at that. That's the wifey of Mr.
What's
Gilyard.
up, babe? What's happening, girl? What's going on?
He needs to open the writer's room, get some fresh idea. Great point. Great point.
Yeah.
And Patrick Chris had probably a combination on, you know, actors, why he's not getting them and things of that nature. Big Chief says good or bad people watching it. That's true. I'll give you that. But that, they are right. Is there anybody not watching it because the reviews are bad, or are more
Probably
people watching it to see how bad it is? See, there's this
a little
train
bit of
wreck,
both.
right? This car crash, train wreck theory, where
Yeah.
everybody's trying to watch.
But my only issue with that is this: if we watching to see how bad it is, that means some of us won't watch the next one. Now
Possibly.
he loses cachet, and that's something I just don't want to happen to him.
Yeah.
Because I've slowly become a fan of his work, and I like his philanthropic endeavors. And like we were saying, maybe he doesn't have A-list actors, but again, it goes back to the director. Remember, at the beginning of Spike Lee's career, we knew none of those people. We didn't know any of those guys. You're talking about the beginning of Wesley Snipes' career, the beginning of I can't think his name, the White Cat. He was in one of my favorite movies, Rounders. He was the big time poker player. I can't think his name. He in Jungle Fever, he played the dude who dated the black lady. I can't think of his name right now. But it was a bunch of these people that we did not. Giancarlo Esposito, he was still new in the game.
Chicken Man.
Spike elevated them to people that we want to see now. And I believe Tyler has the ability. This almost seemed like a rush project.
Mm.
Well, the last one was a rush project. Remember the last movie where they was in the diner eating and they wasn't really eating? The wigs was bad. This just looked like a little more money got to put into the budget. I mean, the wigs were still bad. Buddy that was the painter, I thought he had a hairpiece on. So we still getting the same stuff. Just a different.
It's called the man unit, sir.
Okay, man unit, man. Yeah. I mean, we still getting the same stuff, just in a different city. You know what I'm saying? This was in Chicago, the other one was in Atlanta. I mean, it's still the same.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the same. We still getting the same predictable stuff.
Okay. Big Chief said he did change the writers for Sisters, I believe. Now people do like negativity. That's true. They do. Let's see. That's why negative news travels twice as fast as positive news, right? Patrick Chris says they're waiting for him to fail on purpose. But with as much money as that, though, man,
that further indicts him, though, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Indicts Tyler Perry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I agree wholeheartedly. Eric says as long as he doesn't drop a Tubi movie quality, he'd be all right. But some people think this is Tubi quality.
That's a Tubi movie. We could have put this in Tubi land and it'd have been fine.
Yeah,
just with all the rest of the Tubi movies.
And this may be the quickest question y'all answered. Jeff, were the poor reviews warranted?
Yeah.
A-Trap, was the poor reviews warranted?
No doubt. I mean, you see what Illinois said. Illinois said 1.5 mics. I mean, I went from, typical black man thinking, oh man, this Tyler Perry dude is a clown, to being a fan. And now I'm like, oh man, you're regressing, bro. I mean, I want this dude to win because he's opening the doors for hundreds of people. He's employing people. And I'm gonna need him to step it up. Like your wife said, he needs to open the writer's room. He needs to step aside. Hey, dog, you the man now. If you are one of the Warner brothers, you ain't directing movies no more. You hiring people. You know what I mean? So you need to have Ryan Coogler. You and Spike Lee has finally made peace. Maybe you need to call Spike and say, Spike, I need you in Atlanta. You used to be down here at Howard, Morehouse. I need you to come on back and make some movies. Man, you need to team up. It's a bunch. What's his name? Spike Lee's cousin who did Road Trip. Get him on the phone.
Bruce Lee. I got him. It took me to 24 minutes this episode, but I got him.
Oh no, you got me for sure. But I almost said, yeah. That's why I laughed. I almost said, yeah, Bruce. But I really, I'm starting. I do like the dude because, again, the premise of some of these joints are very good. This could have been a sultry situation. Look, think about this. He makes most of his movie in Atlanta. this is damn near art imitating life, because this is what Fonnie Willis is going through right now.
Mm. Mm. So let me ask y'all this. Jeff, give me your thoughts on this. Do you think the Monique situation has hurt Tyler Perry's, reputation in the black community, or has affected his support in the black community?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
H-Rap, what about yourself?
I don't think so, because Monique, I think Monique has burned more bridges just continuing to yap about this thing. At this point, me and my daughter got into a debate about this. I think it's at this point, Monique is starting to look like she belly aching, man.
Yeah, she's starting to look like
she heard you twice the first time.
She's carrying her story to anybody that'll listen at this point.
But the fact that your daughter, she represents people out there.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is that I think it has affected his reputation and how he's critiqued and things of that nature is because of that Monique situation, right? And I think your daughter represents at least a small segment of people out there,
mm-hmm.
right? That it's affected by who's riding with Monique on the situation as opposed to Tyler Perry. Go ahead.
Only pushback I'll give you on that is this. But look at this. Good, bad, or indifferent, as everybody has continuously said in the chat room, we still watching.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's get a couple of comments, then we'll answer this question. Let's see. Okay, Golden says he need a country rain groove.
My God.
Big Chief says also remember that he only does one take, I believe. He might just be doing one take only. He does save money doing it this way. And at this point, what's the point? It's like you printing money.
Right.
Big Noah says, I watched it for Kelly. I've never seen the Tyler Perry movie that I liked. He'll be a good soap opera writer. That's
worthy.
That one. I give you that one. Big Country Wayne, I love him and his skits on Facebook, but his comedy show was not for me. I actually liked this comedy show, believe it or not.
Me too.
I was surprised that it was that good. I really did.
I was too, actually.
Yeah. Big Illinois, Big Chief says at Big Illinois 73. Yes, more soaps. I agree. And he says A-Trap B, yes. And then Facebook says no, that's the answer to not the Monique situation not affecting it. Same thing with Latoya. She goes, nope, not at all. We are still watching. Monique, I do think so because they see her as negative. And then Golden says, I agree, Chief. Big Chief says, I love Monique, but she has to let it go. And Big Illinois said, no, Monique made that movie when she was crazy. Fuck them kids. Big Illinois said that movie. He was just correcting it. We got you, sir. Golden Brook says, but the writers are good. Okay.
That was a Will Packer movie with them kids.
Zahaya.
It was good though. It was good. But that was a Will Packer.
That's my daughter.
How you know I was having trouble pronouncing this, man? Okay, Zahaya says he also films his films in a week or less. Yeah, we can tell, Zahaya.
Yeah, she's a big Tyler Perry fan, and so I had to get her in the room,
tell us why you are a big Tyler Perry fan. I want to know that. Okay, H-Rap, what did you absolutely hate about the movie? What's one thing you absolutely hated about it?
The poor acting.
Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna let that comment stand on its own for a moment. Okay. Chef Jeff, what did you absolutely hate about the movie?
The plot.
Okay.
I didn't like the plot.
Okay.
Predictable.
Well, I hate the artist character. He looked like I told my fiance he looked like he stank.
Kelly Rowland husband looked like he was gay.
Yeah, something, man. Yeah.
Someone.
He couldn't have been gay. Did you see his haircut?
Let me say that.
I think he got good problems, Jack.
Now the defense attorney and the prosecution, he played a good asshole politician type, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
He nailed that.
Yeah,
killed that. And then something else I didn't like was the white mom.
You didn't like her? Did she not pull off the asshole Karen,
you know,
He pulled
I
off
had
a
an
B
issue with
of
it
a
not
mother-in-law.
because she was white, because you know everybody gonna hear H-Rap attack the white lady, they gonna think H-Rap don't like white people. Partially true, but that's not that's neither here nor there. But
Yeah.
I'm tired of this. And I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm not even gonna say it. I just don't think I would damage my own platform if I said that, because it'd be
Well,
anti.
okay,
I
so the
can't
white
say that out loud. I can't say that publicly because it
fine.
can be taken and
Put
missed.
it in the private chat for me right quick, and let me give you a second opinion on that. But so aren't we sure that the white it's obvious their daddy was black, basically?
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
He was
right?
something.
Okay.
It had to be something.
Never shown him, but that was probably the case. And because she had, that's where I thought the casting was good, right? She's a redhead white woman
With ice blue eyes.
and you see how the kids turned out. They wasn't no regular mixed kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at me like, what, Jeff? What's the problem with that? You know I'm telling the truth.
You said regular.
You are saying
like a special kind of
that
mix.
was the one thing out in the movie I was going.
Yes.
Okay. Hang on, let me check this.
See, that would damage. Because it can be taken and run with.
Wait a minute, you're messing me up on the initials. I'm lost with those.
Diversity, equity, inclusion.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say it, and if you misconstrue it, come on Tuesday and I'll straighten you out. Okay, I am a full and functioning component and a acknowledger of the need of diversity, equity, inclusion. Everybody needs an opportunity to do everything in the history of the world, but sometimes it is not needed. We don't need to just interject. Like last week, we spoke about Seinfeld. We don't need to interject no black people in Seinfeld. We don't need to interject no black people in Friends, just like we need to interject no white people in Living Single.
Right.
We got to stop doing it for the sake of doing it.
I agree with that.
If you want to have a director that's white and a producer that's black and whoever, whatever, then let's sit at the table. But I'm tired of just like with the Marvel universe, even though this has absolutely nothing to do with this, but the Marvel universe, all of a sudden you got to have handicapped superheroes. First of all, that's an oxymoron. You're a handicapped super being. It don't work, man. It don't work. Man. Flat out, it don't work.
The views expressed on the forecaster, not those of BS3 Network. Some of the views may be shit. What's the saying there?
Yeah, but so I think they just
you
threw
telling
her
me
in there.
Can't fly?
Right. I think they just threw her in there, and I'm tired of just being. Boy, I can't break you. Can't. I'm through with you, man. I'm through with. We only 30 minutes in, and I'm through with you, man. But I'm just tired of that whole concept. Look, it's cool. We can have interracial movie, but you're just gonna throw the white mom in there.
But hey, in all seriousness, though, H-Rap. Okay. I'm gonna use a sports analogy for this, right? Mm-hmm. Have you heard the prediction? I guess I was gonna say statistic, but I think it's the prediction that 50% of the NBA, more than 50% of the NBA, eventually was gonna look like Steph Curry, Jason Kidd, Tatum. They were gonna be high yellow. They mixed kids, basically.
Right, almost white.
Right? You've heard that, right? Because there's so many interracial relationships out there. Mm-hmm. So to a certain extent, isn't it possible that we're just going to start reflecting that in some movies anyway? It's not necessarily do it. It is.
We're used to that. You know what I mean? Tom Willis was white. We good with that. You know what I mean? We're okay with that. But
that was at the time we wasn't good with that. Back then, a white dude with a black chick.
That was not with it tonight, but that's neither here nor there. But all I'm saying is this. This is all I'm saying. Let's just have it a natural situation, because she was a little too over the top jerk with her jerk. You know what I mean? Because it was it's just a little too much for me.
Okay, yeah, I know that when she's at the beginning of the movie, at the dinner, she said his wife way at the end of the movie. Like I told my fiance, I said, now that shit wasn't gonna happen. I don't care who my mama was, who ain't no. If my wife at the end of the table, I'm at the end of the table. Oh, we out. One of the two.
And I'm knocking all of this over on the way
And
out.
my mama taught me that.
Yeah.
But you're not finna short my old lady. I don't care if you my mama, my grandmama, or anybody else. My children.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like her? You got to go.
Yeah.
You my dog, I'm your daddy. Hey man, you finna be working at Pat and Turner. Pat your feet, turn the corner. I'm telling you, man. And that's the thing, man. That's what I'm like. She was a little over the top with it. It is what it is. And I don't, maybe it should have been a better. Ain't that the lady from 11 Colors, the white lady from 11 Colors?
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Because I was looking at her,
I've seen her in something before, though. Shout out to Monique Shonville, Kenyon Godwin, Todd Lutz. We appreciate the love. Appreciate you. Let's see here. I can get rid of that. Okay. A couple of more comments. No, before I go to those, let's ask you this question, A-Trap. What did you like about the movie?
The credits at the end.
When it was over.
I didn't like anything about the movie. And it's hard to not like anything about a particular project. It was just, I think it was substandard Tyler Perry work. Because I've not liked, I ain't never liked the Madea, I ain't like none of the Madeas, man. Madea's cookout on Saturday. Madea got a new pair of shoes. Madea driving. I ain't like none of that. But I have watched them and it was just not my speed. It wasn't for me. This was bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jeff, what did you like about the movie?
I did like the gallery owner. I liked her because she was just rude.
She was
rude. See, I liked her. That was probably it.
Okay.
Your sister was cute.
What sister?
Kelly Rowan's sister. Or sister-in-law, whatever it was.
Sister-in-law. You talking about Mississippi?
Mississippi.
That's a given. We know about her.
I mean, he asked what I liked. I'm fishing, Jeff. I'm fishing. I'm fishing.
All right.
Let's see. Okay, picking up on some comments. Big Illinois says, no joke, but I agree that his movies do seem like he does everything in one take. Mm-hmm. He also said it was too predictable. Mm-hmm. Okay, Zahaya says, I consider myself a fan because the plays used to eat down. And they were funny, but then he started to pander to white audiences, and now he doesn't have a writer's room, so it's all repetitive.
Boy, her parents raised her right.
Zahaya? How old is Zahaya?
19.
Oh.
First year college.
Did a good job rearing that baby.
Shaka Strong. He says, what up, bro? Man, y'all right. The movie was predictable. Big Chief says, I did not like the part where he slept with the hooker and then he slept with him right after. That is not real in life. Yeah, that okay. I give you that. Even though there's some freaks out there like that.
Hey, Country Wayne, they did that on Country Wayne.
Big Chief says, I like all races. Yeah, me too. I'm not such a fan of NASCAR. I'm not such a NASCAR. Yeah, me too, man. The 200. Yeah,
100 meters. I like all races.
The sack race.
The sack race.
Three-legged race. The three-legged.
I like them all. I just kid about. You know what? Let me straighten that out there, because it's really people in this world. Because I speak up for our community so vehemently. Yeah. People really believe I don't like white people, and I'm here in true white person fashion. I got white friends, right? But I do have white friends, and I don't have an issue with white folks. It's just I don't. Okay, like I told my sister Phyllis, because her friend Sherry is a good person. I said I don't like the construct of white people. I like individual white people. White people as a construct, I don't like, and I don't want to get it because it's not my program. I don't want to get into that. But That's the issue that I have. The construct of whiteness I don't like. Individual white people, some of the best people I've ever met in my life, I've been other than African. So
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Zahia says, "A Fall from Grace is literally the movie version of his play. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned." Okay. Comments.
Well, you did a good job raising up, boy.
Yeah.
Wakanda foul.
Let's see. Latoya said, "I see exactly what you're saying. Diversity, when and where it makes sense. It doesn't have to be performative or just the sake of doing it." Yeah. Zahia comes in and says, "The decline in his writing really started during a Medea Christmas because he wanted white audiences to watch, but the public decline was acrimony." Yep. I'd have to agree with you, Zahia, on that. Shaka says, "What I like about the movie, wardrobe was stylish." I like that too, Shaka. That was one of my likes. Big Chief says, "Truth, my man not sitting next to no other. No way." Yep. Let's see. Latoya says, "I like Kelly Rowland being the lead." I like that too. Latoya says, he says substandard Tyler Perry. I'm weak. Right. Yeah. That's pretty low. Apparently,
That's pretty low.
the credits. Shaka said, "Damn, I knew she looked familiar. First time I've seen Mississippi with her clothes on." With her fine ass fella. Yeah. Funny.
Okay, I found something I like. All the sisters there was chocolate, baby.
Yep.
Man, chocolate going hard.
Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Kelly Rowland. A-Trap, I'm gonna start with you. What did you think about Kelly Rowland's performance in particular? Let's do it on a mic basis like we do here. 1 to 5 mics. What would you give Kelly Rowland's performance specifically?
2 mics.
Yeah, no, Jeff. I don't even want you to elaborate on that, Jeff.
2.
Give it 2.
Yeah,
I'd probably give it a 3 because I think some scenes she was much better in than other scenes. You know, so I'd probably say right down the road. She wasn't great. You know,
okay,
she was
2.5. That's right in the middle.
Right, there you go. Okay, I can go with that 2.5. Wait a minute. Is 2.5 in the middle of 1 to 5, or is 3 in the middle?
2.5 is right in the middle of 1 to 5.
3 in the middle.
1
3
and
in
2
the middle of 1 to 5.
5
Half
at the
of
top.
5 is 2.5.
But then, but you see what I'm saying, though, Jeff? You got 1 and 2 it's at the bottom. 5 and 4.
3 in the middle. 4 and 5 at the top. From 1 to 5.
3
But half of 5 is 2.5.
True, but we're not talking about halves. We're talking about it in the middle.
Oh, well, okay, with 3 then. And if we're gonna look at it that way, I'm looking at it the mathematic way.
Okay.
I was looking at it 50%. You know.
About, I'm gonna start with you on this one, Jeff. What did you think about Trevante Rhodes' performance in particular?
2. I couldn't get past the fact if he had a man unit. I really don't know. I don't know. I just ain't like dude in this one. I'm cool. 2.
Trap.
He wasn't good as Kelly.
Huh?
He wasn't as good as Kelly.
I thought they were about equal. It may be a little.
It was just.
I put him at a 2.5, maybe, and her a 3. So, but I think they were close. You know, because I think he played the whole mysterious bad boy is what he was trying. They were trying to get him to play. You know, could he have done it? Could he have not done it? You know, kind of situation. Because I'm telling you, for a while, I mean, they got skull fragments in the man artwork. That goes when you setting somebody up. That goes a long way to set somebody up. That's not just putting some droplets of blood in the carpet. That's
I thought that was a little far fetched. I'm like, he's sadistic.
Yeah, that's a little too much work.
I was like, that's okay, guys.
It wouldn't be sadistic if he actually did it, though. It's a little far fetched for somebody to go that far to set you up. In my
that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah.
I mean, they did that to my man Orenthal, so no comment.
Juice. Okay, so I guess basically what we're saying is Trevante Rhodes need to go back to playing defensive back for the Los Angeles Raiders. We already talked about that. Okay.
With him, his character, it was just a little too over the top. look, I understand the whole macho black man. Can't nobody tell me what to do. I get that, man. I get it. You know, we all got that little, you know, every once in a while that testosterone fly up, and then we uncontrollable. But come on, man. Who gonna be kicking it in the street and you know the people out there, and then you angry that the paparazzi following you around, bruh? You out here?
It was kind of like 50 Shades of Grey meets Tyler Perry meets
Menage. What's the movie? Trois.
Like Pandora's Box / It was. I'm like,
it
was kind of almost too much.
Yeah, and that's not new, right? I mean, we've seen variations of this plot before, right? You know, I mean, hell, to a certain extent, the movie with Michael Douglas and where Sharon Stone, to a certain extent, you know, the difference is that
same thing.
Yeah, the difference is that Sharon Stone was the killer. Michael Douglas wasn't an attorney, but he was the detective, right?
I knew it was a spin-off of something. I knew it was a similar movie from somewhere.
Yeah, but this plot isn't new, you know, where the authorities or the attorney or the prosecutor or somebody is falling for the bad whoever it is, right? You know,
protagonist,
yeah. Let's see. Zahia says, I like when somebody said pick one. I can't remember which. Somebody did say pick one, but I can't remember which one it was. I think it had to do with Kelly Rowland and the artist guy. Golden Brooks said 3. I'm not sure if she's saying that's Kelly Rowland's performance. I think that had been what that was. Mad Knox, what's going on, my man? Good to have you. He said, what's up, fellas? Let's see. Mad Knox also said, what's good, chat room? Golden Brooks says Knox. He says, hey, okay. You can tell them H-Rap people because they speak to each other in the chat room. Here. Okay, so were there any H-Rap? I'm gonna start with you. Were there any plot surprises, or did you pretty much see the direction things were heading?
No. It was extremely predictable. You saw it coming. It did not seem like a well thought out project. And again, this is why I say it's upstanding for even Tyler Perry, because you got a good message, you get a good feeling, you get something from Tyler Perry at some point. And all I got was, man, I got to watch this whole movie because they gonna ask me some questions.
Exactly. I was like, oh, can we turn this off yet?
Yeah. Jeff, any plot surprises? You pretty much saw the direction.
No, I saw it was going where it was going. I saw it.
Y'all saw that his family was going to be the ones behind it.
I saw that coming. The facial expressions, the looks, the way she was talking to her, and they was just too.
What about the cancer thing? Y'all knew she was faking cancer?
Now that I never saw that. Okay.
You trying to tell me?
Yes, I knew she was faking because who cooks dinner for their kids after chemo? Nobody.
Hold it, slow down. I'm kind of an expert on this. The last few meals of my mother's life, she cooked.
Okay, Jeff, you want to issue your apology here or later?
No. Ain't no apology. Ain't no apology.
She was right with God.
All of that is possible.
He was already right with God. That's all. Okay.
He must know my mama, boy. Hey, Jeff, you must know my mama because, from age, like, I tell you, Jeff, at age 12, my mama said, hey, on my 12th birthday, she said, the Bible says you're responsible for your soul. I'm going to heaven. You better make sure you get there. So
she was already right with God.
My mama.
So the white lady could have been right with God and cooked.
Not talking like that to the not acting like that. Not acting like that. No.
Hey. No. She had to be healthy. The way she was talking, she had to be healthy because she had too much.
She had too much air in her lungs to talking like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me give you another one. When her husband, Kelly Rowland's husband, was walking into that hotel room, y'all didn't think he was cheating? He had cheated before.
I actually thought he was cheating. And I was like, all right. But I didn't think she was gonna turn right around and go back upstairs. Like that was too quick. We not gonna go to room 317, see what's happening. See, the typical black woman would have went to room 317 and been like, what's going on? Who over here? You know what I'm saying? That would have happened. Not turn around back and go back upstairs. Nah, that
I might well get me another shot. No. She got another shot.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And let's not forget, they're in Chicago. They known to shoot people in Chicago.
Yeah. You're not finna go see what's happening? Come on, man. Ain't a black woman on this show that ain't gonna be like, I'm going over 317 first.
Yeah, even when you wrong, you act a fool like that. Like, I'm cheating, not you.
All right. Well, let's see. Chicago again. I like that, because again, with the forecast, Chicago keeps rearing its, I won't say ugly head, but keeps rearing its head in our stuff, right? Chicago attorneys. Chicago has a reputation for some big time attorneys, though, don't they?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Chicago is a smaller version of New York, equal to Los Angeles. A lot of people, you only hear the horrible things. Chicago is a wonderful city. It's a lot like Dallas, Texas. It's just the only difference in Chicago and Dallas is the weather. Seriously, it's a beautiful city. You hear about the worst parts,
Yeah.
So,
what they touched on is going to be one of the episodes of Queen, 3, and King. Whenever he was upset with her about considering taking the client, and so she put, "Oh, this is what Zahia meant when she says I like when she said pick one." Whenever she was trying to decide if he was going to take the client, he's like, "No, you're not going to take this client either." And she went and got all them bills out and started sitting them on the table and said, "Pick one. Which one you gonna pay?" Because basically you ain't paid none of them. So again, that's Queen, 3, and King within the next couple of weeks. Submitting while struggling will be one of our topics. Submitting while struggling, and we'll play a TikTok video.
Bible study that week.
You say what?
I'm gonna miss Bible study that week to tune in.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. Can females submit while you are struggling? If the Negro ain't got a job, is you gonna let him tell you what to do?
That was something I didn't like about the script, because if your wife is an attorney, you can't ask her to pick and choose on the clients that she's gonna have, especially if she's a successful attorney.
Yeah,
she came in with white, looking like a 2024 mahogany. She walked in on that office. I was like, "Do you know where you're going to?" I was like, "Oh," but that's kind of ridiculous. I think. Well, I've never been married to an attorney either, but and then if your brother's supposed to be that guy, who better than one of the bigger attorneys in the city? He should have been up for the challenge.
Yeah. And that's the far-fetched part, right? Like, what are the chances that your brother-in-law is the prosecutor? So okay, well, from a rating standpoint, IMDb gave it 4.1 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 26%. I've seen worse, so 26% is what Rotten Tomatoes gave it. Let's see. All right, so A-Trap, let's start with you on final thoughts and mic rating. Ain't no sense in dragging this thing out of here.
2, because I'm being nice. Final thoughts. This is his worst project. I hope he goes back to when we can appreciate his work. I'm not telling you have to be Scorsese. I'm not asking you to be any of those guys. I'm just asking you to give us that quality Tyler Perry work. Where, I just want to be a chauvinist and not like your work. I don't want to not like your work because it sucks. There it is, Tyler. I can't really focus, but the ring light went out, and I'm in here looking like I'm from the Batcave.
Our special guest host, Chef Jeff. Jeff, first tell them where they can find you, sir, and procure your work virtually and in person here in Dallas if they are in the Metroplex.
This Dope Cooking Show Tuesday at 5:30. Tune in, tell a friend. This Dope Cooking Show, all one word, on YouTube, Roku channel, and Facebook. The Holy Box is out at the corner of Southeast Green Oaks and 360 in Arlington, Texas, on Saturdays from 11 to 6. Beat me there because I want to sell out all the food I got.
Yeah. So this past weekend, the Salmon Phillies hit hard.
Salmon Phillies went nuts. The Salmon Philly I did on the show last week, I put it on the truck and it went crazy, man. So appreciate to everybody that was in the comments telling me to put it on the truck because them same people came and bought one.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you. And yeah, we'll have it again next week.
What I like, man. In fact, the intellect Eric Butler Sr. was in the building. He thought I'd miss. He gonna send me a little video talking about I'm here with my BFF, you know, basically trying to get me out of position. So tell me, what are your staples on the truck that's gonna be there every time you pull up somewhere?
The Salmon Philly,
Now
catfish,
okay,
catfish sandwich, shrimp and grits. Don't always be there.
That catfish looks right too. I need mine fried hard.
Best catfish in the city. I put money on it.
It ain't got no muddy taste to it.
It gotta have a muddy taste too.
See, that's it. See, you from the country. That's what I'm saying. What part were you from, Jeff?
I'm actually from St. Louis, Missouri.
That's okay. You from St. Louis or East?
Baby.
East St. Louis and St. Louis. I stayed in both of them.
Top, baby.
Just cross that bridge, cuz that's it.
Yeah.
Right across the MLK on the one. I know what the one is. And I done been there back when I wasn't saved all the way good.
2 miles from that Jack in the Box, boy.
I give my life to Christ, but I hadn't turned my life over to it.
You knew Christ, but you wasn't going where he was at.
Yeah. All right. What's your micro? Oh, do you like the new logo? Little pop that the BS3 Network Creative Services Director did a little play on your logo. Did he send it to you yet?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure who he was. So
yeah, that's our Creative Services Director, Cole Johnson. And
okay, yeah. I meant to send a message about that.
He hit a couple of shows with some little fresh, you know. Not to say y'all's logos wasn't good, but Cole, this is what he do. So he just go freshen them up a little bit and give you a different look, you know, in case you want to go with a different background sometime or put it on some other material or whatnot. So that's what he does for BS3 Network. So
Cole, I thank you. I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I just didn't know who he was. I was just like, all right.
And somebody just playing with my logo and shit for no reason.
I knew this, Cole. Don't worry about me. Next week we'll be all right. It's cool.
All right. What's your mic rating, sir?
Mic rating 2 to be nice, man. I'm just being nice. At this point, I think Tyler need to let some more people in the room take his hands off of it. And let some other folks, you know, create, you know, give it a title, give it a gist of what you want, and then move on. Go to the next thing. Get on the plane, go to your island or something, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
island, the one that nothing. It sounds like y'all calling Tyler Perry the Jerry Jones of cinema. Won't take his hands out, won't let the experts.
You know, some people don't need to be micromanaged. You know what I'm saying?
So tell us what your mic rating is before we get out of here. Again, our mic rating is from 1 to 5. Of course, 1 being absolutely horrible, 5 being excellent. So far, H-Rap is giving it a 2. Jeff is giving it a 2. Let's see in the comments if we got anything. We do not have a mic rating in the comments yet, but Raider Kev says, appreciate the show, fellas. Again, you just freed up 2 hours of my life. Still go watch it, Raider Kev. You might see it.
Raider Kev, don't do it, bro. You ain't got to. I'm telling you. You can watch something else on Tubi that's better than this.
Hey, man, we got to start watching Tubi. We got to start watching Mansa. Tubi is owned by Fox.
Mansa spelled how?
M-A-N-S-A.
Is that after? That ain't after the richest guy, Mansa Musa.
Mm-hmm. It's a black owned Tubi.
Love it.
They got some good Tubi movies on there.
They got some better than Tubi movies on there. It's real good.
Okay.
Hey, and if you got a Roku TV, you can download the app. It's free. Spell
it again for me.
M-A-N-S-A. Let me make sure.
Okay, got it.
I'm a horrible speller. Yeah. M-A-N-S-A.
For me, I'm going to give it a 2 as well. I expect it to be the highest with the 2. I didn't expect to be right where y'all was. I expected y'all to be 1.5 best, but yeah, I'm at a 2 myself. But I am the dude that can get some enjoyment out of a movie that gets a 2 rating. I just am, right? And I don't walk away sad that I gave up my night. And then again, maybe it's the company that I'm keeping while I'm watching it. So yeah.
But where you going on the couch?
That always plays a part.
Tomorrow on the end of the bench, sir.
Tomorrow on the bench, as usual, I'm ranting. We're in a tumultuous election cycle, so I want us to stop this conversation about this party thing. We wasn't invited to either party, and then I'm gonna talk about this whole. It's the same side of both coins. I'm gonna give people information on what one group has done and what the other group has done, and then I'm gonna talk about the shell game that they consistently play. The shell game is, everybody is familiar with the shell game. You cover up, you have the main topic, which would be the P, and the things that you cover the P up with is celebrity. You cover with total chaos and violence. Right now, the issues are being covered by celebrity. When you get to people like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube talking about Trump is a good dude. Then you got a bunch of goofballs walking around the street talking about Trump is our guy. Then you got the chaos. They're going to talk about the war. And, we concerned with people on the Gaza Strip. Do we want anybody on earth to be injured? No, we do not. Nobody on earth deserves to be destroyed for no reason at all because of greed or no other reason. You shouldn't be, as they say, unaliving people for no reason. And then the third one is just basically a red herring. We're going to talk about the violence in Chicago. We're going to talk about the violence in LA. We're going to talk about this and that and that and this and migrants. Meanwhile, they're trying to dismantle the Civil Rights Act of 1965. They've already done away with Roe versus Wade. That's literally a 50-year mission to destroy something. They're trying to do away with fair housing and things of that nature. But meanwhile, they have us looking at this, and then I'm gonna talk about how we live. I've been doing civics lately, and I'm gonna talk about how we live in a republic, a democratic republic. We do not live in a democracy. A democracy is a very pretty word to say a dictatorship, and you've been taught the other way. Democratic republic means the people in this country have the power. The people have the power. You can elect people. If you don't understand the difference in a democracy and a democratic republic, Adolf Hitler was elected in a democracy. Barack Obama was elected in a republic. And then I'm going to talk about civil servant. The word civil servant. You cannot complain that the Democratic Party is not doing anything for you, and you cannot complain that the Republican Party is not doing anything for you because they are civil servant. Just use the word servant. Everybody here has a place to stay. If you had someone who's supposed to clean your house every day and you came home and dirt was caked up on your floor, your bathtub still had the ring in it, you would sit there in your front room and call Nicole and be like, Nicole, you know what? My bathroom's still nasty. You wouldn't do that. And that's what we're doing as a community. We're complaining about the people who are and we put out here to serve us. The reason they are in office is because us three, we have to go to work every day. So we don't have the time to go to the capital of Texas. And another thing I'm going to talk about is we live in nation states. This country was created by people who no longer wanted a monarchy. And each state is its own nation, but it's still governed by the feds. So if you don't know who your state senator is, if you don't know who your state representative is, not your U.S. representative, not your U.S. senator, your state senator, who, these things are at our beck and call. We need to start exercising our constitutional rights so we can stop complaining and get involved and get into it. So I'll be talking about that. And my show is going to start getting shorter and shorter because I'm going to shoot it out there and I'm gone.
All right. That's tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, correct?
Indeed. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on the end of the bench. Yep. THAENDOFDABENCH Media. and you can catch shows there. If you want to go check out the things that I've spoken about in the past, just go to there on YouTube, hit live, or you can go to www.theendofthebench.com. You can go there live and then just click on the things that you like or not like. And that's about it. But yeah, it's going to be real brief. I'm going to arm people, and most people, this is how sad it is, though. Most people in Chicago don't know that we have an election Tuesday. You complaining about injustice, but who going to be your judges? Oh, my voting don't count, but who going to be your judges? Who's going to be your city council people? Who's going to be your school council people? If you're not aware when the election is, you can't possibly understand what's going on in your city.
At all. All right, y'all tune into that tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tomorrow on the Queen 3 and King, we have a special guest host, Dr. Q Parnell. Met her on Radio Row. She interviewed with BS3 Network. That was our day of, when I say we had 4 powerful Black women in a row that we interviewed. I think it was that Wednesday, and every last one of them was powerhouses, man. She's one of them. Dr. Q Parnell, she's going to talk to us about having a monumental mentality. I promise you, this is not one you want to miss. This is not one of them. Zahia, I promise you need to tune into this tomorrow. It'll change your life. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time here on BS3 Network, Roku TV, and whatnot. Next week on the forecast, this is what we'll be. If that lives up to the trailer, we done all seen trailers that look amazing. Yeah. The movie is trash, but what I like about this is this seems like there's a couple of first timers in there. Number one, like that young kid, and a couple of scenes they got in that trailer, it looks like he's delivering, man. And I would love to see that happen. I like when that takes place, when you get a first timer comes and deliver a performance like they were born to do what they doing, man.
Exactly. Right.
Now, when I first heard this, I intentionally did not watch this trailer until tonight. I wanted to give a live reaction of it, but man, I'm telling you, I thought it was about Hell's Kitchen, right? But this,
okay, yeah.
So when I just heard the kitchen, because they've done so many movies about Hell's Kitchen, that have been some pretty good, in fact. But it seems like overseas they have in Britain or somewhere, they have a neighborhood or an area or whatever that's called a kitchen, So I'm interested to see what this is going to be about.
Yeah, that was a hot trailer.
Yeah, I like it. A lot of energy, man. All right, well, hey, we appreciate everybody in the chat room for joining in. Again, now we got Corey Dawkins, my oldest twin, in the building. We appreciate your son, Chris Bass, the best voice in podcasting as far as I'm concerned. We appreciate everybody in the chat room, everybody that commented and participated. Zahia, please tune in to Queen 3 and King tomorrow, ma'am. I don't put that out, but knowing who you are, tune in tomorrow. I promise you're going to get something out of this. These are the kind of women I want to put together. Zahia, this young, up and coming, fresh mind, new in college, and Dr. Parnell, man, shoot, hey, special things can happen, man. I'm telling you. Jeff, we appreciate you, man, for tuning in.
Always, man.
And filling in for Ben and David Wilks. Since Wilks wasn't here, this was a pretty tame show. It wasn't this.
Boy, you better be glad he wasn't.
No.
This a cusser. This a fiscal cusser.
So hopefully we'll have him back. And as always, we will give A-Trap the final word.
Y'all already know, man. We'll be back at 168 hours. Usually it'd be a little longer than 167 hours, because we usually be on longer than this. But this move is so bad, we got up out of here. But with that being said, SCE is for everybody. YAL. L is because I love you. LATER. See y'all later. I got it. See y'all later.
If I owe you something, I ain't got it.
If I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
I like that better. All right, we'll see y'all next week on the forecast.